From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for July 19, 2017. In a moment, we'll be taking a look at the USDCAD, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, for today's trade analysis. But first, I want to recap the trade suggestion made yesterday on the GBP USD, the Great British Pound versus the US dollar. Starting here on the daily time frame, we can see that it has been an uptrend, and yesterday's trade suggestion was to buy on a dip into the support zone at the very top of the chart. You can see the purple shaded area at the very top, 1.3030 down to 1.3005. That's the purple shaded area just underneath the orange zone. We were looking to buy. We had some Fibonacci. We took Fibonacci from the lowest low on the chart, bottom of the red trend line, to the high, and even the most recent low, right here where this blue circle is, to the high. We took those two ranges all the way up there, and we found some Fibonacci overlapping just underneath at the bottom of the purple zone. We also noted, of course, historical resistance in this area, around the purple shaded area, and the fact that it is the 1.3000 level, that even price handle. So we noted all of that and looked for an opportunity to go long on a dip into that support. So we can see the trade going down here. 1.3010 was the entry. We've actually seen a pretty decent amount of profit on this trade as the market bounced up, even going up over 40 pips of profit on the trade. Currently sitting about 20 pips, so it's pulled back a little bit. I think it's still worth staying in the trade. We're targeting, of course, the orange shaded area. We want it to go all the way back up to 1.3070, 3100. We want it to stay above the purple zone. We don't have any risk left on the trade. Of course, the trade manager has done his job. It's locked in profit with 5 pips, so we can't lose on the trade. But we would definitely like to see it stay above the purple zone, target back to the orange zone or higher in the direction of the trend. And the risk here is that it turns around and breaks underneath the purple zone and goes back down again. So we're going to stick with it, and let's look for the market to make another run towards the orange shaded area today for the pound dollar. Next, moving over to the USDCAD, the dollar Canadian. Of course, clearly it's been in a downtrend. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here like this. Maybe not that much. Let's zoom out and then scroll back just a little bit so we can see the left-hand side of the chart where the blue, the black circles are. The blue circle probably most important because we can see a similar area where the market is on the right-hand side of the chart. Look at the blue circle on the left. You see support into the pink zone, resistance at the yellow zone. Eventually, it broke underneath the pink zone right there. Let me kind of angle that blue circle like this so you can see how it broke underneath the pink shaded area, opened and closed, and then went down to the green shaded area. Why is that so important for us? Because it's a very similar thing that's happening right now. We hesitated, we found congestion around the pink zone, never made it back to the yellow zone, but it did find that congestion around the pink zone like it did back here. And we see the breakout under the pink zone and the continuation of the green zone. So here we are today. Look at today's candle underneath the pink shaded area. So that's very important for us today. We'll zoom it back over and zoom in a little bit like this. You can see today is underneath that pink zone. 1.2640, 1.2680 is the pink shaded area. We want it to stay underneath there if it's going to go down. Now yesterday, you can see I already have the trade going down here in the trade window, 1.2640. This is a trade that we actually entered during the live trade room yesterday. So if you haven't joined us in the live trade room, maybe that might be beneficial for you to come on into the trade room. But we entered this during the trade room. We've seen over 20 pips of profit on the trade already. Nothing extraordinary, but over 20 pips. We're definitely hoping for the market to stay underneath the pink shaded area and target back down to the green zone, just like it did back in history at that blue circle we just looked at. And the risk here is that it turns around and goes back up above the pink shaded area. So that's the scenario that we're looking at for today, staying under the pink zone. I still think it's a viable trade, even if I'm already sitting 20 pips from 2640, which is the best risk reward on the trade. I think it's still a viable opportunity as long as it stays under the pink zone. We're targeting the green shaded area. 4-hour time frame is not going to change it, but it gives you just a little bit of a simplified view of what's been happening on this trade. We saw it into the pink zone, found resistance, and now we've just been hovering around underneath there. So there actually has been a couple of different opportunities to get in at that 2640 level if you were watching it from the trade notifications and the live trade room. But the risk here, of course, is pretty simple. The risk is it breaks above the pink zone. So our stop loss is, of course, just above the pink shaded area, or was, just in case it breaks above the pink shaded area. Of course, we're looking to target the green zone. So we want it to stay underneath there, 2640, 2680, and continue the downtrend that we have seen. And it's a very familiar scenario, isn't it? We see that right here where it's got into the yellow zone and went down to the pink zone. So now we're underneath the pink zone, looking for it to go to the green zone for the USCAD today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.